and welcome to my new series called But Make It Cute, where I take ugly characters from TV and movies and redraw them as cute characters in my style. For my first video in this series, I'm going to draw YZMA from Emperor's New Groove. And no, I'm not drawing the cute cat she turns into, although YZMA as a cat is my favorite thing in the movie. I did a few warm-up sketches before filming, and I realized the best way to start drawing YZMA is to start with a small skull shape, which is kind of funny. I never noticed that before. I started sketching very lightly. One, because I was kind of nervous. I didn't want to mess up on camera. And two, it helps me make sure I have all her features in the right places. It kind of gives me a foundation so that I can build upon it and get something a little more defined as time goes on. I kept her skull-shaped head in addition to her long, skinny eyebrows and big eyelashes. I also wanted to keep her nose somewhat the same, but I tried to take away some of the heavier details. I think this makes her look a little more polished, slightly less evil. Most people's idea of cute is drawing characters with big eyes, big heads, and small bodies. But cute is a subjective term, and I don't want to limit myself. I'm going to try and incorporate as many character features as I can while maintaining my style. The way I did her mouth, I don't think it's as expressive as in the photo, but I think it suits my style for the time being. Hopefully I can loosen up more over time. I think I'm still a little too rigid, but hey, it's good enough. YZMA's face is very structured and has lots of detail, but I like to have soft, rounded corners in my style and as few details as possible. So, incorporating her facial structure while maintaining my style is going to be a challenge. I'm working on improving my character expressions, so the reference image I'm using is good practice. Fortunately, she has big eyes, so at least that's an easy dub for me. Now I'm going back in to clean up the areas I thought were a bit uneven. The sketch gets a lot heavier once I get more in my groove. Get it? I'm adding in a few extra lines here and there to highlight her age a bit more. I don't want her looking too young and polished. She needs to still keep some of her characteristics, but I don't want to overdo it. Once I'm done with her face, I move on to her next feature, which is her hair and feather accessories. The headpiece was pretty easy to do. It's just a lot of curves and cylinders, like elongated to look give it a little extra pizzazz, you know? feather was pretty easy. It's just a lot of elongated strokes with some curves, and as you could see, I'm going in lightly just like how I did on the face, just to make sure I have everything in place and that it's sized correctly. I was a little nervous sketching the feathers, but it ended up being very relaxing. I think my wrist had loosened up a lot after the warm-ups and drawing YZMA's face. I'm usually not this flowy with my sketches. To be honest, I think the characters from this movie dunk on YZMA pretty hard. I mean, I know she's supposed to be a vile person and all, but she doesn't seem that bad, looks-wise. Her only thing is that she's old. Like, okay, so? Is that really worthy of identifying her as, quote, scary beyond all reason? I don't think so. And who says old people can't be fabulous? She clearly is. I mean, her outfits? They're also wow. So unique and eye-catching. They look like something you'd see on a runway. So sleek and gorgeous. I think she has the most outfit changes in the movie, and they are all so iconic. I chose to reference her outfit with the feathers because, well, it's a vibe. I did just rewatch the movie and I tallied 9 different outfits. Like, what? I know Princess Tiana holds the record for most outfits in a movie, but YZMA is probably a close second. When we first see her in the movie, she's being mean to the peasants, but let's be real. Would Cusco have said anything different from what she said? I mean, he literally threw a guy out of his window for throwing off his groove. I think YZMA was just trying to keep the country running since the emperor was so incompetent at his job. And honestly, I think young YZMA probably had quite a fun time, if you know what I mean. She has her own assistant, she's on her own, she has a lab that she probably built herself. Like, what is her backstory? I was always so drawn to both her and Pacha's wife in this movie. Pacha's wife has so little screen time, but she's got so much spice and charisma. She's a very likable character. Choosing her color palette was pretty easy. And no, I didn't eye drop from the reference. I just tried to eyeball it. I don't know if eyeballing is a recommended way to improve or not, but I will say it's been helping me create my own color palettes for my other art pieces. Clearing up the last few details here, I found a few things I missed, like her under eye bags, but I'm pretty happy with this sketch. Okay, so I definitely tried to keep her age, but also make her adorable. Here's the final reveal. What do you think? Did I get it?